Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, the Lowend to Legend, Part 15. Now, I've got a bit backward here because if you looked at a recent upload from late last night, you'll have seen how Season 22 actually concluded. So, I did that with like a 5-minute video, but it's because I recorded a live game between me and Matt. Season 22 comes to an end, and it was a clean sweep for me. The Spanish leg is complete. We had a rescheduled league game because we were in the Champions League final, me and Matt, and it was me that ended up going. I mean, we did it the hard way. I mean, Matt had 2 men red carded. But I really do believe, right, sometimes when you have a red card in CM, not so much of it as a goalie, because the chances are if your goalie's got a red card, it's probably a penalty. But ordinarily, you almost play better. Now, essentially, that can be the case in real life, but I think from a match engine perspective, you're missing a player, which means, do you know what I mean? And it's the same, even more so when it goes down to 9 men. So it took extra time before our main striker got the winning goal. Barcelona 2, Elche 1. We win the Champions League, having already won the cup, which took extra time against Real Madrid. And we won the league quite emphatically, to be honest with you. There you see, we dropped only 5 points in the league. Absolutely staggering. The date, as you can see, is the 1st of July. Start of season 23. So now it's a case of the next leg for me. We're going to be looking out. We haven't really seen much come up in terms of the job list, but there is one particular job that is available. And there it is. Real Madrid is available. Matt says he hasn't gone for it. I don't think he will have, to be honest with you. There's not really any reason to, because he's been making his signings. We'll firstly then talk about my season ahead, assuming I don't move. The plan is going to be to move, and we'll get to more about that in a moment. But we've made some signings. 5 signings, 3 of which we beat Matt to, so we weren't able to pull out, and they were actually the 3 Bosman players. Jan Walker, quite a solid fucking winger, I think it's fair to say. A good season last season, 22 goal involvements for Elversberg. The other Bosman, Mateus Garcia from Brest. An absolute stunning defender he is. Again, I beat Matt to him. And the third Bosman was Luis Daniel from Dortmund, who's naturally a winger. Very happy to have got him indeed. 17 goal involvement. And then we've gone out and spent a fucking fortune. We've gone out and brought a new goalkeeper. We didn't really need a goalkeeper in all. Well, we did, essentially. We needed at least a third goalkeeper. We didn't necessarily need to go and spend stupid fucking money. But we did. So a new goalkeeper, and also Ricardo Costa, who's he's not necessarily worldy, but I wanted a defender to add to the other defender Bosman we got. We've still got 5 transfers to take, plenty of money to spend, but we definitely need a defender. And I've got to show you something really, really quickly. The youth academy, we've got a player come through. Where is he? No, that's not him. Look at that. He came through as a 15-year-old, because he came through around April, March. And I said to Matt, I went, fuck me. I mean, admittedly, his attributes are not the greatest for a defender. There's a lot of 20s there, but they're not necessarily in the right areas, are they? Decisions, bravery, balance, agility, acceleration, heading, influence, jumping. You know, we will see. We shall see how he flares up. We've got another one there, have we? I think I've offered him a deal, actually. Yes, we have. Okay, so that's me then. Let's now look at Matt and see what enforcements he's brought for the news. He has to win this season. This is now his 6th season in Spain. Following 3 years with Athletic Bilbao, 2 in the 2nd division, 1 in the top tier, and 2 seasons with Elche. He's got to win it. And obviously, the bottom line is Matt needs me to probably leave Barcelona in order to give him the possibility of getting the leg. So 6 players brought for Matt. Andy Diawara from Rodez. He's a great player. Absolutely great player. How much did you pay for him? Bosman, great. Martin Diallo from Watford. That is Quartai, the goalkeeper. Now, he looks fucking amazing. And you can see Matt purchased him for a bargain of 7 million because he looks absolutely insane. However, and it's not the injury prone that puts me off, because I can probably deal with that. What puts me off is his history. Last season, 104 conceded. It weren't great the season before or the season before that. Even at Everton back in 41-42. I don't know, but you know what? I don't blame Matt for giving it having a punt. Nettino from Corinthians for 15 million. A great defender. He's really tightened up that defence, and I think he knew he needed to. Victor, of course, he plays forward at the back, so a right back there, a nice solid right back. Alman, forward, great forward, absolutely great. Tackling's a bit worrying that he's got such a good tackling attribute for a forward. And finally, Zaribi, the Moroccan, superb. So superb. Let's just see how much money Matt's got still. I'd say he's still got a bit of money. Yeah, he's still got a bit of money. So yeah, all good. So in terms of going back to myself now then, I now need to look for a new job. You know, in terms of to keep this game alive in respect of what the challenge is. If we just go to our job list. So, you know, we've completed Spain. Now, of course, let's just go back here. We completed England with Leeds. We completed Scotland. We completed Germany. We completed France. We didn't complete the United States. We completed, excuse me, Italy, Argentina, Australia, Spain. 8 legs we're on. We're on 8 legs. And it's now a case of where are we going to go now? Where are we going to go? Remember, we've got to go to a second tier. And let me also remind you now then that whilst I'm saying 8 legs, let me... 8 legs, these are the available legs. So 5, 10, 12, 14, 17, 18. There's 18 legs, it looks like. So... I think let's just double check that. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 18 legs. We're almost halfway. Belgium, maybe. I mean, remember that China, just like the States and Australia, they're only one league, so it's not about second tier. And that Australia we ticked off. It's a tricky one. It is a real tricky one. I've never even managed in Japan before, so I don't know what to expect. Holland is obviously a big nation that we still need to come cross off the list. As I said, Belgium, Greece and Belgium are quite sort of a lower ranked sort of nation, so to speak. Portugal are pretty much like Holland, aren't they? Russia, we will see. Turkey, again, it's quite low in terms of rankings. United States, I'm going to have to go back to the United States, but it is what it is. It really is. Is our overall ratings, and I've got to show you something, right? So I had a guy last season who wasn't going to be a starter for me, and then I saw that he was out of contract, so I had to give him a new deal, Rivero. And I looked around, I thought, I've probably got better players. But I gave him a new deal, and he wanted a stupid amount of money. But you know what? I gave him it. Gave him a few games. One thing led to another, and look at that. Look at that. 48 goal involvements last season in 47 games total. Absolutely phenomenal. I didn't actually see who got my... I didn't see who got my player of the year. Philip Coke, 42. There we go, let's have a look. No, he didn't get it. Philip Coke got it. Okay, that's fair enough. So, Coke took it. Lamine Yamal. Let me remind you that we have Yamal here at Barcelona. And it was important because he came for a big chunk of the season because our regular player who plays just behind the striker, which was... Kume, he was injured for a few months. Now, Caro, you know, he's developing absolutely brilliant. He really is. He's developing out of this world. We've got so many good players. It's very, very exciting time. But the bottom line is, and this is the bottom line, we need to move on. We need to move on to to the next leg. No doubt about that. Although we've strengthened defence, we've strengthened goalkeeper, we've strengthened the wingers, you know, what do we really need? Who knows? But we shall see. We shall see. For Matt, as I said, Matt really, I mean, he won the cup last season, and he got a little bit shocked, I think it's fair to say, in the cup. Sorry, he won the cup season before last, but he got shocked in the cup last season. And I think it was a low division team that beat him as well. I'm pretty certain. Let's have a look where it was. Yeah, it was Cadiz that beat him, and that was quite. And I remember saying to him, right, what happened there? And he says he dropped everybody, and he's not sure why. Because obviously, we had to have another league game against each other, which, as you can see, finished 2-0 to myself, but it was a harsh result for Matt. Very, very harsh result for Matt to suffer a 2-0 defeat. I think it's interesting because Matt said, he goes, he's just too strong, and he's probably right. But the bottom line is, Matt had as much chance to win this title last season as I did. The only difference was we both bought different players. Our 10 acquisitions were different. It could be the tactics. You know, he had finances at his disposal. Will he go for that Real Madrid job? I don't know. I don't know if he'll go for the Real Madrid job. I mean, he has still got 4 more transfers. Let's just check their money. They've made their signing. They've still got 126 million. They've got some absolute monster players. Obviously, these 4 signings would not count as part of his 10. So he would get 10 fresh signings if he were to apply and potentially get the move. But I don't know. I don't know. It makes no difference to me, in all fairness. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. We shall see. We shall see. And that's it from me then, guys, with the latest Lowend to Legend as we reach the halfway stage. As I said, just really, really quickly, Matt, I said that I was on 8 legs. Matt is on 3 legs. Let me remind you the 3 legs that Matt has completed. England, he did it with West Ham. He did Germany with Mönchengladbach, and he did Lyon in France. So he's done 3. He's desperate for this 4th leg. He's absolutely desperate. We shall see. We shall see. Till next time from me, guys, it's Take It Easy.